Well, hey there. So, the one thing I get asked all the time is how do I get so much done? Um, I have my own business that I'm growing. I have two kids, my husband who travels 50 to 75% of the time. We have a dog, a house. I love playing hockey with my girlfriends, ice hockey. And so I get asked a lot of how I keep all the balls in the air and keep it all going. And so I thought, as we're thinking about marketing and building our businesses, that I would share with you some of my tricks of the trade of keeping up with it all. So um, the first one that I wanted to share with you is batching. I certainly have a lot more work to do in this area, but I have parts of my life that I batch that has been super helpful. And really what batching is matching like tasks together for efficiency. So for example, with food shopping and meal planning, I do all my grocery shopping and meal planning usually on Saturdays. And so I'll sit down, I'll plan all my meals, put the whole grocery list together, and then do the shopping. And then once the food is here back at the house, I will put it all away, obviously take out or leave out all of the produce that needs to be washed or prepared, and do all of that all at once. So when the week starts on Monday, we have all the food that we need. I have all the meals planned for every night, and all of the produce has been washed, which I found actually means we actually eat it rather than leaving it in the fridge waiting to be washed and cut up or whatever. So that's what I do for batching for that part of my life. I also in my business like to batch the planning of all of my consistent content. So whether it's doing these videos or writing blogs, I will plan out a batch of them at a time. And it helps when you get that idea flow going to just get all the ideas down at once, or all the creation of all of them at once. For me, for example, I like to batch the creation because obviously there's a lot involved with it. So I'll have the idea, I'll record the video like we're doing now, then I'll write the blog post and do the email all at once because it's all fresh in my mind and I'm kind of on a roll. So that's how I batch. So look for different places in your life that you can do some batching, and it really helps you to get more done in less time, which is always awesome. So my number two tip is to schedule and budget your time realistically. So I learned a few years ago, we got out of debt and paid off over $300,000 in debt by using the Dave Ramsey program. And what I learned from him is all about focus, and how when you focus and schedule, give every dollar a job in your budget, then you can get so much more traction. And I find it's the same with my time also. If I schedule my time and budget my time and do that realistically, which I'm working on, I don't often do it perfectly, but I'm still working on that. But if I schedule my time, and not in a way that is constricting, but in a way that helps me to have a plan for everything that I need to do. And when I do that, I feel like it frees up my mind from having to hold on to all of these tasks that are floating around in my head. It allows me to just focus on what I'm supposed to be doing now, because I know all those other 25 things are on the list. They're in the schedule and there's a plan for them. So I really have found that to be super helpful. And then practice, because it is a practice, it's a journey. Practice honoring your plan. So once you come up with that plan and budget all of your time, it takes time and practice to actually honor it and have a realistic and doable plan. So give yourself a little grace. But and finally, just to eliminate distractions too, and stick to your plan. So that's all part of honoring your plans, and it helps you to build self-trust and self-confidence as a nice added bonus. So number 3 in how I get it all done is to get help. There are lots of ways that you can get help without it costing a lot of money. I don't have any full-time staff. It's me full-time, but I do have some lower cost, high value help. And so some ideas for that: I do have a VA that helps me out with some of my client projects. I have an awesome, amazing project manager that helps keep me organized and helps me out just managing all of client projects and my online course and all of that. So those are 2 positions that I have in my business. And then even at home, if you think about how you can hire help, for example, I have my groceries either delivered or I have someone else do the shopping and I pick up. And it costs $5 or $10. And that to me is such an enormous bargain, because that hour that it takes me to wander around the grocery store, I can actually be doing other things. So I really appreciate that time. And then also delegate or assign some tasks maybe to your spouse, your husband, or your kids. I started this summer, and I haven't always been great at it, delegating laundry and dishes to my kids. I have a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old, so they can't do a whole lot of major stuff, but little things like helping out with the laundry, like they put their laundry in the laundry room. One of them unloads the dishwasher, the other one loads the dishwasher, just teaching them how to do those things. So when I ask and I need help, they can do it. It's just been such a great help. I've actually had the opportunity to sit down and eat breakfast while someone's unloading the dishwasher. It's kind of been amazing. So those are my 3 tips for getting it all done. And obviously, we could be on this subject for days and days, but those are 3 big things that have really helped me. And I hope this helps you in your daily life and in your business today. And I wish you a great week. Until next time.